Okay, we're live from Quincy, Massachusetts tonight at the Performer.com studios. Welcoming back Brian Pitcher. Brian, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Mike.
Oh, God.
What do I do with my hands?
Would you burn them in Okay, I can see what they are. That's actually pretty cool.
Hey, actually, we have a fan now. We have this guy, Stanley.
One fan. That's great.
We have one fan.
One fan.
And he said, you need to get more masculine gloves. Out of all things, we're talking about food. He's talking about gloves. So he said the Deadpool.
Mitts. Oven mitts. Oven mitts, yeah.
I'm impressed. So thank you to our fans. We're starting to get fans. I don't know what that means. What's that mean, Kayla?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, as long as you have a fan, that's good. You have a following.
Well, you actually have a huge fan base, too. What have you been up to? I mean, doing some more movie stuff these days, too, right?
Yeah, things are starting to pick up here in New England. I was actually on set a few days ago in Rhode Island. Jamie Lee Curtis and Woody Harrelson is filming something down there. And one of the girls from the show Sex Education on Netflix. I didn't get to see her or Woody, but I got to see Jamie Lee Curtis, and she is hilarious. She is so funny. Yes. And what's great about her is that, like, the biggest misconception about actors is that they think, they're actors. They're all that in a bag of donuts, right? What's good about her is that she acknowledges every person in the room, whether you're a background actor or a featured actor or even on the crew. Like, she acknowledges every person in the room. And the same thing goes for Alexander Payne, who was the director for The Holdovers. Like, he acknowledged everyone in the room. Like, he knew their names, he shook their hands, appreciated them for their time and their effort and their work and all that stuff. So, but she was great. She was so funny. She's an absolute icon, and it was such an honor to be in the same room as her. It was kind of like oh my God, I'm in the same room as Jamie Lee Curtis. She's up there for sure.
Yeah.
It's like,
Where is it? A comedy, a drama? What is it?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I think
you haven't read the script yet.
So the girl that's in Sex Education, I think she plays like a politician. I think this is like some sort of like scandal or something. I don't really know what the
They like to keep you in the weeds a little bit. Yeah.
I honestly don't know the storyline, but I think it seems to be like a comedy, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause she's been doing a lot more comedy stuff lately than anything else. Well, besides the horror stuff that she did the Friday the 13th a couple of years ago.
Oh my God! Yeah.
But other than that,
even before that.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm saying mostly within the past couple decades, she's done mostly. It seems like she's done comedies.
Yeah.
Ever since like Friday the 13th and not Friday the 13th, Freaky Friday. That's what I meant.
That's where
There's a Friday in both of them.
That's
so-
my
I was like,
generation.
when did
That's
Jason
my
come into the
generation.
room?
That's where I know her from.
I laugh at him. So
We do have knives.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Oh my
jeez.
God.
I don't know.
Brian is getting way ahead of
I
himself.
don't know where the knives are supposed to go on the plate.
well,
like,
hey,
which
hey,
one
that-
goes first?
Sure you do. You know her.
Hey, that was her mother. But
Yeah.
that was her mother. Fun
Exactly.
fact.
That's right.
That's also from Psycho.
Yeah.
And we're also talking about, like, I want to talk about the elephant in the room. Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Well, there's two elephants in the room. There's me and you.
I mean, if you want to go there. No, but I've lost a little weight. I feel good about it. But
Me too.
it's also things that keep me gaining weight because I don't know, Kayla, can you describe the aroma in this room right now?
Oh, let's not even go there right now.
That's the elephant in the room I'm talking about.
We've been sitting in this room for about an hour, and we've had to smell this for about an hour, knowing what's coming up, and of course had to be. Well, no, you two already cheated, so that's not fair.
You
cheated. You cheated.
I didn't
Don't
cheat
throw us
tonight.
under the bus, Mike.
We've got someone who's a lot like me,
Well, actually,
but
it
a
was
female
Kayla that
version.
cheated. You're right.
Who's
Kayla's the one
broken
that
the
cheated.
rules, wants to swim,
Kayla cheated.
and
Kayla
is eating all the
cheated.
food.
She already started ahead of
You're taking
time.
my job.
You're just as bad. You're just
Yeah.
as bad though.
Yeah.
Usually he is.
Like, I can't trust you.
His go-to is this looks defective, and the next thing you know, half the plate is gone.
Yeah.
That's the way. But he's
No
he's
food
had
is
restraint
safe.
tonight, which is good because we have two people coming up. Two, yes. One is Mike Palmer. He's from Quincy Eats. It's a delivery service in the area, and he delivers not just to Quincy but to the immediate area. And another person, her name is Emanuelle Cardoso, and she's the general manager at Madre Osteria Bar in Milton. And they're right on the Neponset River. I believe it's the Neponset River. And what a beautiful location, which we're going to show you. We got some drone footage, which we're going to show you. We were there, I think about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, where we shot the exteriors and the interiors for Wicked Bites.
Yeah.
So it was a Wicked Bites segment that we were doing. And that was actually a very last minute thing because somebody else had canceled the day before.
And it was the best cancel.
Oh,
ever.
it was an awesome
the
cancellation.
best cancel ever.
I thank God for that cancellation. Absolutely.
Thank God.
And I thank God that we found a place so quickly. Such a
Indeed,
great place.
Yeah.
Because I've not stopped thinking about it since then. And she's got some stuff to talk about in terms of what's coming up for the restaurant and what they're going to be offering. So it's very exciting stuff for them. So that's coming up. We're going to talk about Quincy and the South Shore area in general tonight. All you people that are not in this area, you should be thinking about coming down here. Don't go to Boston. I would say go to Boston if you really, really want a night out that you want to spend a lot of money. But yeah,
And
if you
deal
go,
with the parking.
Yeah, but a lot
deal with
of smaller cities in the area, Quincy, Haverhill, places like that. Worcester, the food scene is getting much more intense. Newton. Waltham.
Waltham, yeah.
I said it at the same time as you. Waltham, Moody Street,
They might think
exactly.
alike.
I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And these places are becoming great dining destinations. For those especially that don't want to deal with the city, and I mean deal with it in terms of traffic, parking, cost, just overall stress level. I'm not saying don't go into the city. Please enjoy it once in a while. But for those that just want a nice evening out, that don't want a lot of hassle, visit one of these local areas, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, in Quincy, I mean, this is actually my town. So I grew up here. I went to high school across the street. I used to walk downtown to go to school, and I went to Quincy College. So I'm like from here. I'm from the South Shore, born and bred. And I tell you, what a difference it's made just over the last 10 years. Not talking the last 15, but the last 10 years, the variety, the quality, and just the ability of these restaurants to deliver. Whether it's picking up the phone and saying, hey, I want to get something. Thai, Asian, you name it, sushi. You also got, on the corner, you got Albanian food. You've got Faux Pesto of Vietnamese food. You've got the Alumni Cafe pizza. I grew up on that stuff. But, not just the regular pizzas and the Irish dive bars. Now it's restaurants from all over the world have taken over. And who's not happy with living in Quincy? You know,
Right, exactly.
I mean,
Well, not just living, just being
Yeah,
in the area.
yeah,
To
it's-
come here, I mean, you could basically come here and make a night of it too.
Yeah,
There's a lot
absolutely.
of great lounges and things like that popping, and they're still building out more and more as we're talking.
And they're open air. You know,
Right,
so
right.
Albert
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
there's
summer, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, over at Kilroy
Madre,
Square.
like Madre, you sit outside and you got the breeze coming in from the water. I mean, it's like
Yeah, we're going to show that in a little bit.
Anywhere else.
Definitely. Okay, we got a couple here. Mo Palmer, thank you very much for tuning in. Pete from up in Maine. Pete, thank you for tuning in. Alec Wall is only here for Kayla.
Thanks.
Okay, sorry, Alec.
oh man, that's my going on. I'm here for the ladies.
Hey, I
There you
reached
go.
out to my friends.
That's for
and I
Alec.
just
The
sent it,
close up
yeah.
for Alec. There you go. That's it. There you go. I love that. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back with the food and the guests and talk more about Quincy. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers. He connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Go to that.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
Okay, we're back, and we want to welcome Emanuelle and Mike. How you guys doing tonight? You guys doing well?
Hi there. Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good? And Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. Okay. So Mike owns Quincy Eats. Now, Mike, that's a Quincy delivery service. Is that correct? You want to
Yes.
explain that?
Yeah, we have about 25 to 45 restaurants depending on what we do. So for the most part on our platform, what you can see from the website, we have about 25, 26. And it's a Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub style where, you pick a restaurant type of thing and we deliver it for them.
Excellent, excellent. And how long have you been doing this, Mike?
Delivering is about 3 years, development included about 4.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm assuming you said 4 years, right? So does that mean you got started during the pandemic?
Yeah, I actually, it was mainly, because of the pandemic. I read an article about Uber and DoorDash charging 30% for, every delivery. And at the time, the restaurants weren't allowed to adjust their menu prices to go higher to compensate. So I decided to build a similar platform to compete, and just for my community. You know what I mean? It was a city I grew up in, I live in, and I wanted to make sure that, these guys weren't getting, the short end. You know what I mean?
That's excellent.
And it was really meant in the beginning to be like a co-op where everybody could share the labor of delivery and that type of stuff. I mean, at the time there was, the wait staff and all that type of stuff wasn't, they weren't working. You know what I mean?
Right,
they
right.
didn't have enough,
So it allowed the restaurants to make extra income to cover the employees that actually weren't actually working at the moment.
That's the idea. By the time I rolled it out, they were going out to outdoor dining and all that. Everything changed.
So they were just starting at that?
By the time I got there, it was different.
Yeah. Well, nobody knew at that time it was going to take that long to recover.
Yeah.
So it was good that somebody like you came along and said, okay, listen, if you want to save a little money and charge the appropriate amount, we can help you out. Yeah, that's excellent. So 45 restaurants. Now, how many did you start? I mean, you probably started out with just a few, right? Well, how long did it take you to build up to 45?
A lot of begging. A lot of begging. Believe it or not,
you should have used Brian. He's a good beggar right there.
A lot of begging.
I will beg for food. That's Brian Pitcher right there.
We were up to 13, 15 very quickly.
Okay, good.
Luckily, the former owner, he passed away, Eddie Cochran of Alumni. He bought on real quick. He's been like the main restaurant that supported us mostly. And then what happened was he just got on the phone with people he knew and was like, hey, support this guy and help him out.
By the way, great pizza at Alumni. So if you want to check out there, you got to get that bar pizza, that South Shore bar pizza. Okay, cool. And listen, I mean, that's great. I'm glad you're doing that. It's not only a service for the restaurateurs, but it's a service for the community as well, which is awesome, especially back then when people, some people that don't know how to cook, you probably saved their lives. You probably saved a few lives at that. Why, Kayla, you don't know how to cook?
Well,
You're learning from Brian Fisher.
But I was going to say that it's also good for people who just don't feel like leaving their house.
Right, true. Well, at that time, nobody could leave. Nobody could leave their house at that time.
Well,
right?
you had one of those weeks when you don't want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to put the energy out there. And that's the beauty of Quincy. You have so many different options you can get. And when he speaks of labor and delivery, that's different for me because I feel like I'm going into labor and I'm going to have a delivery because of the food I eat. On occasions.
There we go.
Here we
go.
Sorry. It's like alumni pizza. Come on. Like when we were kids, we grew up on that stuff. And our parents would bring it home for us, and stuff like that. And we'd look at the refrigerator the next day and see what's there to grind on. But that's just, it's awesome.
This should be a special doctor just for you, Brian.
Well, there's a special person for me, but that's different.
Okay, also we want to welcome Emanuelle. Emanuelle, thank you. She's the general manager thank you for coming. She's the general manager at Madre Osteria. And we fell in love with this restaurant the minute we saw it. I think it was myself and my associate, John Bellotti. We arrived there first to do some drone shots for Wicked Bites. And oh, God, what a setting that place is. Actually, I think I'm going to roll some B-roll so we can see what I'm talking about here. 1 second. There we go. Oh
my God, it's
right,
so beautiful.
That's right in the middle. That's above. That's the patio right above. I'm going to show the.
So many shots you didn't see because I'm
going to show another shot.
We're doing. Yeah.
This is the front door. I'm going to show another shot of this in a second. This is the front door. This is from the parking lot. But we'll reset that and I'll come back to that in just a second.
Did you get the pasta machine? That's all I know. Did you get the pasta machine?
Well, yeah, I don't think we were in the kitchen. Don't worry. We get some in the kitchen shots.
Oh. Yeah. I was me in the kitchen.
Yeah, that was you in the kitchen. Yes.
The fox was in the hen house.
That was you in the kitchen.
The fox was in the hen house.
But we were there. It must have been early spring. I mean, late spring or early summer.
Yeah, it was It was about 8 months ago.
8 months ago, that's what it was. See, you remember, to us it's all a blur.
That's okay.
We go in and out of restaurants constantly. That's
That makes sense. That's fair.
Yeah, it is. It could have been last year, it could have been the year before. It's all meshed together in my brain.
Yeah, but it was memorable.
It was definitely memorable. The place was memorable. I don't remember the
like,
date. The place was memorable. Let's see if there we go.
There you go.
Okay, look at that. That's from the river view from right there.
That's 3 guys on the bench. Better call the cops on those guys.
That's you guys.
Yes, that would be us right there.
That's Mo, Larry, and Curly on the end.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a beautiful location. So it's right near the border of what's that neighborhood in Dorchester?
Lower Mills.
Lower Mills in Dorchester.
So we're right by the chocolate factory at 88
That's always a
Wharf
plus, too.
Street. It's a beautiful place. It was designed by Tanya Nyack, who is a designer on HGTV.
We know her well too.
She is so talented. She designed such a beautiful space, and it's just romantic. It's you forget where you are for a second because it's just so beautiful. I love it there.
Yeah, let me put it this way: if you're going on a date, great location, a Friday evening or a Saturday evening, a nice warm evening. You can take a nice walk around there too.
Yep.
Afterwards, we got video of all this. So let me see so look at this. Okay, this is the river walk. Is that what they call it?
Correct.
The river walk next to there. This is just part of it. So you can take a nice evening stroll after that. And enjoy just nature as well as a great meal all at the same time. So that's just fantastic. And when did it open?
So we opened 2 years ago. It'll be 3 years actually in June. And it's new restaurants, especially opening post-COVID world. It was learning all new rules and regulations. But now we're in full swing and open for dinner. We're opening for brunch on Saturday, March 23rd. We'll be open for brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3. We're working on a fantastic food menu, cocktails, and we're really excited to start serving brunch.
And you're
in
actually going to
Milton.
start tonight by serving us.
Yes. I'm excited. I had to bring food. It's just, I'm
food exclusive.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
there you go.
Brazilian. I
like
can't
that.
show up empty-handed. I
There
need
you
to
go.
bring food. My mother would be disappointed if
Mike
I didn't.
show up empty-handed either. Mike's going to share some of the offerings from some of the places where he delivers from. So we're doubly blessed tonight.
Kayla's plate is bigger than mine, though. I'm looking over that.
I know.
Well, I had to
What is going on?
I had to hook my girl up,
I know, seriously. Like, beautiful girls stick together. I mean, it's like, yeah.
Don't worry, Brian. You'll get yours.
But we have a little the fries here, and what's
Let me try
so
What are
different?
you doing? What are you going to show us,
So
Brian? Show
these
us.
are some crispy fingerling fries,
Give a,
and they're seasoned with
let the
paprika
camera see the plate,
and
Brian.
salt. Oh yeah, can you?
Yeah, let the camera see the plate.
Yep.
Show the plate of what you're munching on right there. Ooh, okay. Look, he's really been. digging
I
in.
promise it's plated much better at the restaurant, guys. I promise.
This is good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm worried about how it's plated. But taste.
Okay, thank you for sending some my way. But that's okay.
Now I want some.
I'm on the other side
None
of the
for
room. None for me. No soup for you. No soup for you. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I get some later on. Oh, geez, you're all munching on it right now.
It's good. It's really,
I'm
really
sure
good.
it's good. Even Mike's getting in on the act. So the restaurant is gorgeous, by the way. And,
Thank you.
And I fell in love with everything about this restaurant, the food, everything. And I couldn't stay too long because we had to come back. John and myself had to come back. And those, Brian and I think Marlena was there. And they got to finish it off and have everything else of Scott too. So they had a good time and they brought some stuff back for us. So that was good. So thank you very much for that. And the segment came out really, really well.
Oh, I loved watching it. Friends and family being like, "This is so cool."
It is cool, isn't it? That's one of the great things we did like about Wicked Bites a lot, doing their segments, is that we touched people that really felt like they work hard and sometimes don't get any recognition. So that one bit of recognition sort of solidifies what they're doing, and they appreciate it a lot.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, Mike, how long have you been in? I mean, you've been doing this for 4 years, but were you involved in the restaurant business before that at all?
No.
And anyway, no food service experience ahead. Not even working at McDonald's, right?
None. Actually, I never wanted to get into food service.
Okay.
I was an electrician up until right before I was injured, back injury. So, so I needed something else to do, and I was in the process of fooling around with coding and stuff like that, and then I started into doing apps and stuff like that.
Oh, very good. So HTML, PHP.
Yeah.
This is coding talk right now. What other languages do you code in? No, just whatever. Okay, that's okay.
He's way above what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're getting too technical. Back to the food, right?
He's like, what's the codex you're talking
Well, we got to
about?
feed the mind too once in a while.
1.21
Brian.
gigawatts on my.
We're here for both.
You
We're
said
here
it
for
was
both.
supposed to be light and fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
right.
I'm not going to make you do homework. Don't worry.
Well,
about it.
it's not light, but it is fun. But
No,
like you adapted.
that's my
Like you
thing,
saw
you know.
COVID, and I think a lot of people adapted to something different. There was a little bit of shaking of the bag there, and you adapt, you overcome. You know, you find different things, and you know what? Sometimes these accidents are the best thing that could ever happen because life's supposed to be a journey that's supposed to be different, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we weren't meant to be an electrician the whole time. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
it is what it is. You know?
I definitely feel like everything you do has something to do with either helping somebody else later on or something you're going to be able to, to deal with or whatever, even if it's just, managing a situation later on. So, I definitely enjoy the doing it. It's,
Right, yeah.
and helping out people.
You didn't know, but once you got into it, and then you saw that what you're doing is a very positive thing. You know, like I think anyone that serves anyone else and takes the time to feed you, I think very, very highly of them. There's a piece of that person that likes to give, and that's how I think about food and people that are in that industry.
So Mike, what are some of the restaurants that you picked some stuff up from tonight?
So I brought Alumni Pizza,
Ooh,
which was
see,
mentioned.
I was talking about that earlier.
I heard that's defective.
Of course he did.
Yeah. I only brought two kinds. I wasn't.
Two kinds.
I brought,
Why don't we give a shot to the camera there, Brian? So let me explain something. Okay, that's what
Oh
we
my God,
call
that
South
looks
Shore
so
Bar
good.
Pizza. If you notice, it goes all the way to the edge. So they cook it in pans, okay, and that's what makes it really great. You get that cheese and sauce, or gravy, as some people call it, right to the end, which is really it's really a great taste.
And this smells like a baconator.
So that's chicken bacon chipotle ranch.
That's
my
that.
God.
Ladies first.
Okay,
Ladies
there you go.
first.
Yeah.
And what else you got, Mike? We're going to go to Madre after this.
So I also got some chicken marsala and chicken piccata from Italian Cafe Gelato, which they're going to be rebranding either at the end of this month or
Oh my God.
next month.
Oh boy, you got to save some for me, guys. I hope
It's not safe.
You get
it's not
none.
safe over there, huh?
No, not at all.
The pepperoni, huh? The
Not at all.
Set
pepperoni.
this down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's it. I do that too. I mean, I totally do that. I am the one that snatches the perfect sausage or the pepperonis off my friend's pizza when I go in
You
Quincy.
have
I
to.
go down to Hancock,
Yeah.
and I've been doing it for like 20 years. I'm like, as soon as I
have
order
to.
pizza, I pick a. They're like, get your hands out of there.
It's a little treat.
Actually,
Yeah,
we got a
treat.
couple of let's take a look at some of the slides here that Mike showed us. Okay, so what's on the left there, Mike?
So that's Black Creek's Barbecue. He Lorenzo owns a food truck that he actually has set up at Old Grumpy's on C Street.
SEA, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
C
C Street.
On the right is Amarepa's Kitchen. She does.
That's a great charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie boards and baked goods type of stuff, like a bakery.
I love the
And
trail mix on there. That's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Some of the treats and the desserts in the bag are from her. So.
Are we looking at some of those now?
So on the left is the brownie lady. That's a brownie tray that looks like from Halloween. The one on the right was a PTO breakfast that I put on. So there's the Danishes and stuff is from Fratelli's. Brownie lady bread tray.
Oh, we know
or
the Fratellis pretty well too.
Yeah, and then muffins. There's coffee break coffee in the back. Fruit cups from Sam's. At the time, it was Bella's, and or actually, no, those fruit cups are from the Wheelhouse. I'm sorry.
Okay. And here we go.
Those
here.
are the ones.
Oh, those
from,
are the fruit cups. Okay.
From Bella's.
Okay.
This is office like lunch catering for breakfast. So some of those might be the acai bowls.
I see that.
Acai.
Acai. Yeah.
I listen. My Brazilian friend giving me a hard time about pronouncing stuff.
And what do we have here on the left, especially? That looks pretty good.
So that was another catered lunch that we partnered with Liberty Tavern. They do catering stuff for businesses as well. And on the right is Coffee Break. That was probably some sort of hot chocolate or latte.
Excellent. Actually, we did a segment for Wicked Bites at Liberty Tavern when it was still Angelina's Pizza.
Oh,
yeah.
Coal-fired
pizza. Yeah, coal-fired pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so unfortunately they went out and Liberty Tavern came in and they've been doing pretty well. At that location.
They've been doing a bang up.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally, I drove by there
different-
and it was like one night packed, all young kids.
Yeah.
Like just drinking and
It's fun
having
in
a good
there.
time. Yeah, it's a summer place. Open
I'm
up
glad
the
to see it
windows.
took off.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Good food.
Unfortunately, not everyone has been that successful lately. We had to say goodbye to the Fat Cat recently, which was about a month
Yeah.
ago, and I'm very sorry to see them go.
That was heartbreaking.
The
Yeah,
mac,
yeah, that
the
broke my
lobster,
heart.
the lobster mac, but then
Right,
also
from here, that broke
what's
my
going on
heart.
at the Wheelhouse, Mike?
The Wheelhouse Diner, yeah,
So
we've had
something's
some.
going on at the Wheelhouse. We don't know what's going on over there. but
They're
it's
involved
not
in a
good.
controversy in regards to the location. Somebody came and bought the property where they're on with the promise that it was about keeping the Wheelhouse there. That was part of what they wanted to do. And then I guess the landlord changed their mind. They want them out now.
Yeah, that's the
So,
last diner that we have in Quincy. I don't know. I mean, I'm fearful way back when. but they
A
have
lot
one
of
by
people go
Walmart.
there. They'll be open at
Yeah.
6 in the morning,
Yeah.
and
Well, they had the egg and I before.
well, yeah, I've been there with you.
Remember
I've been.
that, you know?
I had a Greek omelet there before. Excellent, excellent. I mean, friendly too.
Yeah, so when you
wanna
think
go-
about the Wheelhouse, I brought my brother there when he came over from Seattle. Great little spot. You know what I'm saying? And now
We hope
it's
they
in
can come to
jeopardy.
a compromise.
Yeah.
And figure a way to make it all work, right? What are some of? You've got a lot of diversity, right, Mike, in your restaurant choices?
Yeah, the one thing that I don't, and it's kind of weird, but I don't have a lot of Asian restaurants. I haven't been able to move into that market really.
Okay.
As much as I would love to. It's
What's that
Did you hear
gremlin?
that? Did you hear
Eating.
Sorry,
Hey, go
Mike.
back to Mike. Put the camera back on Mike.
Like I heard rumbling. I'm like, that's Brian. That's definitely Brian.
What do you have over there? Send it. Oh, everything has to go through the girls.
Brian, don't keep it all to yourself.
Mike,
Don't be chintzy.
why you
Before
ratting me out? Huh?
Before you eat anything, the girls have to try everything.
I didn't have to
first.
rat you out. It was loud enough that it
Yeah,
filled
I
the
can
whole
hear it.
room.
I'm like a
Now I just
raccoon
wanna hear
on.
it too.
I'm like a raccoon on trash day in Quincy. See a paper bag and
Like,
smell the
that's
food.
definitely
Forget about.
Brian.
All
guys
right, what
hear that?
else?
That's
What else you got
definitely
there? Because we got to get to Emmanuelle's stuff too. What do you
I
got?
know.
I'm gonna focus on you because you got to show something. Oh God.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, I do.
That's
You know
definitely.
what that is, right?
Chicken parm, right?
There's a chicken marsala.
Oh, chicken marsala.
When
Okay.
you see the mushrooms here, what are you doing over there? You see the mushrooms?
I can't see it.
So
from
you got the mushrooms. I can smell it all kicking off right now.
Oh gosh.
And you got a nice lightly battered piece of chicken in there.
Okay.
We'll
I'm gonna
take
send it
it.
down the ladies so they can handle the business.
Okay,
You know, the
there you
business
go.
side of the equation. And I've been making chicken marsala. Like the last week, I've been in the marsala, the saltimbocco, the and piccata. But marsala is one of my favorites, and that because that brandy resonates, and I just smell it. I just know what it is, just by smelling it, and it's one of those things. It's a comfort dish to me. I'll go into one of those food comas and have my marsala, and that'll be the end of it. You knock it out of the pack. And where's this marsala from, Mike?
This is Italian Cafe Gelato on Chestnut Street. Chestnut, right? Actually, like right around the corner.
Okay.
So they're going to be actually rebranding to Sapori in the next month or two.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I tasted? Some of the food there before, and I felt the weight of that chicken. Like, that's no joke when you order out and you get it out from. That is a full plate. He's not doing half plates when he does delivery, I can tell you that much. Because I almost need a workout to lift that one, you know? Let's see what's going on over here.
Oh, God.
We got not only one,
There's so
we
much
got a
food.
plethora of dishes.
I am
Kayla, call
dying
your
on-
mother. We need
Here,
backup.
here. Here. You can
Mom!
Mama.
Yeah.
She's Just a
Look at that, I
full
know.
plate of food.
I didn't realize
Look at that.
it was.
I'm like loaded.
It's dinner time. What do you mean?
I know.
Dinner
I
time.
didn't have dinner. All I had was like,
They got skills down the end of the side of the table.
We're packing it up.
Those are some plates.
So this is a little bit lighter, and it's not done with the red sauce, as you can see. Look at that. I'm going to pull back a little because the light's kind of reflecting off a little bit. So what is in, do you know what's in this dish?
Chicken piccata.
Yeah, chicken piccata. So what do you put in Madre chicken piccata?
Well, we don't have a chicken piccata on the menu, and I'm not well versed on chicken piccata, but just by using my eyes here,
Yeah.
I'm going to say there are some capers.
Oh, it's the caper, all right.
Yep. There's white wine, some butter.
Right? White wine and butter, the two main.
Look
Yep.
at
See if
some
the menu
delicious
actually tells
chicken,
you
Yeah.
What's in it?
pasta,
gonna say.
parsley.
All right, which
It smells fantastic. I mean-
pasta or rigatoni.
Don't mind me, folks. I'm taking a break.
Rigatoni, I'm more into the penne, and I'm to a thicker penne, and that's something that Madre talked to me about before about having a thicker pasta. It absorbs more of the sauce.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
something that we talked about when we were at your restaurant. Don't mind me, I have a long memory when it comes to food. And the thicker that pasta, the more it can absorb that sauce and give you that flavor. But the piccata, with using more of a butter and using the white wine, the capers, that's all in the seasoning of the chicken and the dish that it penetrates the pasta as well.
making a mess.
But yeah, dude, absolutely fantastic. And like I said, what you're getting for the money, they're not skimping on the takeout. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the full dish. And that's what I hate. Sometimes you go someplace, they don't give you enough pasta. I'm like, hit them with the pasta. You know what I'm saying? Like punch them right in the face with a piccata. You know, like definitely have a lot of pasta. So you know what? You don't run home with a ton of it, but you have enough sometimes for the next day. And it's enough where you're not like, I wish I did that a little bit more. You know, there's a fine balance there. And restaurants, speaking of Madre, restaurants have to find that balance. You know, like you don't want to give too much.
Yep.
But you don't want to give too little. You got to be right in that stream, just enough, where it makes it really good. I mean, I tried to eat the chicken parmesan in one go, and no. But
It was so bad, I almost had to call 911.
Yeah, 911. Someone is dying on the dance floor. But no, what's great is you offer also drinks at Madre. You have a full bar there, right? Like,
Oh my goodness, yes. We have a full bar with some delicious, delicious cocktails. We have a spicy prickly pear margarita, which is my absolute favorite. We have Aperol Spritz. We have actually a Lambrusco Spritz that we brought on the menu recently, which instead of Prosecco, you do Aperol, soda water, and Lambrusco, which is a sparkling dry Italian wine. And it's been such a hit. It tastes like a sangria. It's so delicious. We have some great cocktails, and coming up for brunch, of course, we'll have Bloody Marys and we'll have mimosas, but we are also working on a green juice cocktail. So chef's been making green juice for us, and we're like, this is delicious. He's trying to keep us all healthy, which we appreciate. And then one day I was like, what if I added tequila? So I
you're
did.
like an evil genius. That's what you are.
So
It's like,
I did.
I know what's
I don't have to say anything,
Yeah.
Mike. Just wind her up, and she just goes.
I added spicy jalapeno tequila to it,
Whoa.
and I was like, everyone try this now. And it's now going to be on the brunch menu. It's so good. It's so
That'll wake
refreshing.
people up, yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, it's also so light for summer too, because it's a fresh juiced, celery,
sangria,
cucumbers,
yeah.
ginger, lemon. It's so good, and I'm so excited for it.
And
I'll
you-
have to get one after work on brunch.
Yeah, and you get these brunch sandwiches that,
Oh, yes.
I don't know about you, but I already
Let's
went
take a
through
look at
half of the
those.
brunch sandwich over here,
we tried the brunch.
and it looks like an arugula, red onions.
Yep, so that's our grilled chicken sandwich, and it has Chef's House made chimi sauce on the focaccia with grilled chicken, red onions, arugula. It's to die for. And then I have, this is our caprese for breakfast. It's not, the lighting. Don't judge it.
Don't
'cause
judge
of
it about the lighting, right?
please.
Don't worry
but
about that.
Yeah.
This is also on our focaccia with some greens, heirloom tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and homemade pesto. And one of my favorite things about our pesto is that it is nut-free. So everyone can have it, no fear. Our pesto is good. And
It's a
then
little bit nutty.
A little not nutty.
and
Well,
then
not
Mike
nutty.
over here has our short rib burger.
Okay, check this
Guys,
out. Look at that.
this burger
Ooh, yeah.
is to die for. So currently you can only get it Thursday nights at
Well, there's
Madre.
another job for you, Mike. Hand model.
Yes. But it's going to be coming on our brunch menu. It's so good. It's truly a labor of love watching Chef make it. It takes a long time, but there's an aioli, bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. And for brunch, you can even add a fried egg on top.
There you go.
It's such a hit. It's such a banger. We took it off the
Kayla's
menu
got
for
one.
one
I'm
week.
making a mess, but look at that.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
the
Isn't that
pesto makes
great?
it good.
That's so good.
So good.
It's so good. Yeah, no,
Excellent.
it's delicious. We're excited to open up for brunch. We're just a few short weeks away, and our patio will be opening up as well. You know, we can sit so many people out there. We have umbrellas, so sun protection.
Let's take a look at your website here. Ooh.
Oh, isn't it so beautiful?
Yes, very nice. Whoops. We get a little pop up there. So
There we
reserve your
are.
table for brunch. There you go. Brunch with a view.
The countdown is on.
Wow. And you're opening up on March 23rd.
Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to
That's
3
awesome.
p.m. starting
My mother's
March
birthday is
23rd.
March 21st. Maybe this would be a nice place to take her. for her
I
birthday.
think that would be great. I'll reserve a beautiful table for
Oh, there
you guys.
you go. I like that idea. This is gorgeous. The photography is great too. I love this.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
Brian, look at this.
Oh my
Ah.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that
Italian
looks
cuisine.
The drink
amazing.
looks beautiful.
As if we
And-
don't have enough food in front of us.
Right,
but-
exactly. But this is shows you the interior of the restaurant, which is absolutely exquisite.
Talk
Definitely.
about the that oyster special now. It used to be on Wednesdays. Now it's every day.
Yeah, so doing dollar oysters once a week just wasn't enough, and we like to, we like to give the people what they're asking for. So we do dollar oysters every single day at the bar from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We also have live music every Thursday starting at 6:30. Every Friday, Chef does a pasta of the night, different special. On Sundays, we have Sunday supper. So it's basically kind of what we're doing right now, big vats of pasta and meatballs and sausages. And it's like you're at your grandmother's house, pass the bowl, grab what you want. Here's some Parmesan cheese. Here's some
Sunday
meatballs.
dinner.
It's
But
so
but on
good.
Wednesday.
Correct. But it's
That's what brunch menu looks like.
oh, boy.
That didn't take long.
No,
Yeah, no, it's we do a
talking
lot
about
over
Brian,
there, so
remember?
it's great.
I'm a professional.
I think Mike's having a good time too. Look,
yeah.
he's eating it all up. That's great.
That makes me happy. I love seeing people eat,
Yeah.
especially our food and just really loving it. We work really hard, so
A lot of people don't realize how hard people in the service industry work. We see the end result when you come out and everything else, but in the kitchen, all the wait staff, everybody works hard.
Absolutely.
And yes, prices are high right now, but that's not all their fault. Okay, you got to remember that the supply chain and all this other stuff affect the prices, rents, everything's gone up, and they have to pay all their expenses too. So it's
Absolutely.
tough.
Great.
But
You-
I'll be
you
honest with
do
you.
You do the right thing though. Mike.
Right.
You save up for those right.
Yeah, you're
nights
right.
you
Yeah,
wanna go
exactly.
out.
Enjoy a nice evening out or a day out once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
And for us, it's really not even about just having making money. There's nothing that makes me happier than when we have regulars, people are coming in, I know their name, I'm like, hi Joan, how are you, how was your week, how are your kids? It's really really nice that it's a sense of community, and just being there the past couple of months, almost a year now, just knowing our regulars and getting to meet the new guests that come in, and watching my staff just absolutely work their off and
Very good, Emanuelle.
I'm like,
If we had taken bets, I probably would have lost. But that's okay.
it's
good.
it takes a lot of people to make that place run, but everyone's putting heart into it, and just seeing people really enjoy their time with us and leave happy with a full stomach after dessert, after all of their food, a couple cocktails. that means more than anything.
You brought some cocktails too, didn't you?
I did. I had to. It's just the right thing to do.
We can try them. Sure, why not?
Okay,
If
let
you
me
want
grab
to.
some cocktails.
Sure, yeah, that's okay. Well, we do that. We'll go back to Mike for a second. So, Mike, this is probably one experience you probably never thought you would have this week, right? when you answered my message on
No,
Facebook.
I had no idea.
Right. Well, what's funny is a lot of people don't realize that. We've been in Quincy now for 6 plus years. Wow. We originally in Randolph for 13 plus years, but when we came here, the restaurant scene was just starting to really take shape. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we kind of saw it because we're located right at the corner of Hancock and Granite Street in Quincy, literally downtown, in the center of downtown. So we see all the restaurants right from my corner office. Okay, we've got Acapulco, we got Fuji, WOC, Alba, all those. You can see Townsend up the street. All these great restaurants. And of course, if you go up and down Hancock Street, if you go further south, you got like Gennaro's, and you go further north, you got a lot of great places. Yeah, you got a place everywhere around here. There's some great places. Even if you go west or east from here, this is a central location right here. But we've been watching it grow. And the only thing I don't like is all the parking spots are taken.
I was looking to get parking.
Yeah, that's about the only thing.
That never
but
happens.
let me say one thing: the street parking in Quincy is still free if you can find a spot, and there's a great garage that's also centrally located, and you can park there for $1 per hour. Mm-hmm. Now, where can you do that anywhere else in this area? You can't. So that's why you should come down here. And a lot of the restaurants have their own parking spaces too that are outside of the downtown area. So that, and there's free parking up at Madre Osteria. That's a beautiful ride too, by the way. You go through Milton and see all the lovely homes, and you get to there and you see the river and all the greenery when it's in season, obviously. And their patio. Let me just say, I think I got more visual of their patio. Look at this patio. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, their patio. So yeah, that's someplace where you really. Oop, there she comes back with the.
I saw her prepare the Bloody
I don't even know
Mary.
what's going on right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at the.
Is this an 18+ show? Because that drink's an 18+ show.
That's like breakfast in a glass.
How about
you
that?
got bacon.
Sunday
I
morning.
can't swear, but
I can't swear.
And then this is the green juice cocktail.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's healthy, huh?
It's so healthy.
Aside from the tequila.
The more tequila you add, the healthier it gets, I hear.
That's the rule.
Well, alcohol does kill all the germs.
I think she is like, she's the female version of me.
Yeah, maybe. I think we might have found your match, Brian.
I found a match.
A match made in the kitchen.
Food.
A match made in the kitchen.
No, but the way she's presenting stuff is cracking me up because it's totally up my street.
Oh my goodness, I love Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
You've got to try.
God,
There's some
here we
more
go.
straws too.
Well, here we go.
Oh my God, I love Bloody Marys.
I'm going to have to deal with a drunk crowd pretty soon, I think. That's okay.
Mom, be careful.
I can handle it. Don't worry. We're
Well,
good.
there's a restaurant out in Vegas called Hash House and Go-Go, and I think their Bloody Marys are like $25. They're like ridiculous.
You probably need a gurney to leave that place, right? Okay, Brian. What's your verdict?
Oh, it's spicy.
Ooh, yeah, spicy.
I made that myself
Spicy.
with a lot of love.
There you go. And let's Kayla's trying the green.
Oh, and
juice.
love. They're definitely loving that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I've had like green juice like drinks before, but like that's actually really good.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
What,
really
you
good.
said what was in that again besides the tequila?
So I actually there's no alcohol in these. I was trying to be
Oh,
responsible.
those are mocktails. Okay, that's all right. So I don't have to deal with any drunk people. Okay, that's good.
So the Bloody Mary, I can't really tell you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's a secret restaurant.
Just trust that it's delicious.
All right.
You have to try
Okay.
it.
Is the green juice sweet or is it sweet?
It's it has that like
Little bitter?
It
There's
has
a kick.
a green taste.
Yes.
I'm saying
yeah.
like it's a fresh taste.
There's
Okay.
spinach, there's ginger,
Yeah.
lemons, there's
Oh, so it's
I
very
love
healthy.
the balance of the spinach and the
Cucumbers.
ginger. Yeah, you
Oh,
can
so it's
definitely
very
taste
healthy.
it.
Oh no,
Okay,
there's
good.
literally a juice. Like these vegetables
It's like
are
a
going
salad
through a
inside
juicer.
there, huh?
Right, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
it's
I
it's
bought
fresh.
the first juicer.
It's so good. And just close your eyes for a second and imagine the spicy tequila.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, she's talking my language. She doesn't even know.
Come on, the spicy tequila's in the back.
Yeah,
No, I swear to God, I really didn't bring it.
Yes.
And
It's
you
all
know
fun
what's
and games.
funny?
The tequila's into the party.
You know what's funny is I made one real cocktail to bring for Kayla and I to have. I can't find it.
Oh, really?
No.
That's because I hit it.
Sure.
earlier. No, I'm just
Yeah.
I might have drank it when I got here.
yeah.
I can't remember where it went.
Either that or he took it. It's in Davy Jones's locker over there.
This,
I couldn't find it. I can't find it.
I'm glad this is working out the way it is here. When
It's foodication.
you mentioned chef. First of all, why don't we mention the head chef's name?
Oh, Chef Fernando.
Chef Fernando.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Restaurant industry, it's
Yeah,
chef.
I know, but we got to give
Chef
some credit to the
Chef Fernando. I mean, him
for
and his
creating
team, his
this
sous chef
incredible
lady.
menu, right?
They are.
How often do they switch out the menu or change it?
So we like to zhuzh it up every couple of months with the seasons changing and all of that. We, of course, keep our classics. The chicken parm doesn't go anywhere. Please do not worry. That is not leaving the menu. But, seasonal salads and different pastas. We like to just add some new things there.
Okay. And do you source locally, or how like the meats and the seafood and stuff like that?
Focaccia bread.
So
They make that, don't you make that?
yes, we
Yeah,
do. So every Thursday when the farmers market in Milton opens, we run a Milton farmers market special, and Chef and I will walk over to the farmers market and see what they have, and we grab some fresh produce, we bring it back into the kitchen, and we're like, what are we making today? So that's actually a really fun thing that we do on Thursdays in the summer when the farmers market is open. But yes, I mean, as local as you can get, right, with the delivery companies that we use.
That's what I was going to say.
I noticed that there's another.
That's
another
you,
box.
Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is for me? Yeah, let's see.
Okay, so this is...
As if we don't have enough food.
I know. We keep I just brought so much food. It's just the right thing
You
to
and
do.
Mike, thank God.
Yeah.
So what do we have
so
here?
what do we
Okay,
have
so
here?
this is going to be our breakfast frittata.
Ooh.
So, I mean, it's eggs, so I probably wouldn't eat them anymore right now, but, I mean, it's also a veggie frittata, so if you're a vegetarian, you can absolutely have this. So it's eggs, roasted red peppers, cherry tomatoes, mozzarella cheese,
fantastic.
mushrooms, broccoli rabe. You get all of your daily vegetable intake in that veggie frittata.
That's
for sure.
awesome. Wow. Okay. I mean, it doesn't come delivered with a skillet, does it?
No,
but that's a good presentation.
But you
right there.
can get our cocktails delivered.
That's right. I heard on the news, I think yesterday, that they're going to try and make that permanent now.
That
which
would
is
be
great.
amazing if
Great
they
for
did.
Mike. Great for you.
Yep.
Mike, do you deliver a lot of cocktails too in your service?
No, actually, most of the restaurants didn't want to do it.
Really?
Yeah, it was too much of a liability.
Wow. Okay. I assume the liability carries over for the delivery too. But
delivery guy.
I guess there's a situation there. If you deliver cocktails to a patron, you don't know if they're drinking already before or how much they.
Yeah.
I guess there is a certain amount.
Even who you're delivering to. I mean, I was in the process of installing a whole check with the DMV and stuff like that, but there was not enough interest to keep going forward with that technology.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. I think that's going to be statewide, I believe, what they're thinking about now. I mean, it's been successful for some people.
Well,
But yeah, I'm sure they have some kind of.
Drizzly, right? Drizzly was the alcohol.
Yeah, I heard.
They just.
I don't think they're going to be.
Uber got rid of it.
Yeah, Uber.
Uber
Uber
got
got
rid of it,
them.
yeah.
They
So
bought them.
Bought
and
them,
it was
yeah,
just
exactly.
Here's a couple billion.
Yeah, they got a couple billion, and then they just said, forget it.
Uber wants to be the only one doing things.
Well, they did come up with it first in a way, right? So, they got Uber, you've got DoorDash, you've got, what are the other big ones?
Quincy Eats.
Grubhub, right?
yeah.
Oh, yes, Quincy Eats, right?
The biggest one that comes to mind for me.
Mike, if you go beyond,
Okay.
if you go beyond the
Mike,
area,
he's
Mike,
right next to me.
right? If you go beyond the area, Mike, what are you going to do? You're going to keep it Quincy Eats, or are you going to? Because you already
That
have
was
restaurants.
Really, the first question I was asked: how far are you going to go? Are you going
Right.
to change the name and all that type of stuff? And I'm like, listen, all I can handle right now.
Okay, it's enough
I
for you.
mean,
Right?
there's over 100 restaurants or some sort of food places in Quincy alone. Never mind, just on the border too. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Well, how old is Gennaro's? How long is Gennaro's?
Gennaro's?
They just celebrated, I think, 30 years.
Right.
Wow.
And they went through a remodel too, right?
Yeah, they just kind of like paint and
Talk about
some
not
stuff
walking
like
away
that.
hungry. Gennaro's is the place to go.
Yeah.
Gennaro's is unbelievable. I'm eating it right now. I don't even care.
Oh, that's what you're eating right now?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Yep.
I didn't know. I missed something along the line.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you want to do karate? The guy, right?
Yeah, you go in there. You definitely
my
didn't.
friend. Yep.
Exactly.
Kayla's really getting it. She got a full mouth now. That's right.
Well, this is what-
decorum
That's
has
my
gone out the
girl.
window.
That's my
I
girl.
can't believe how you're killing that.
Yeah, she is.
Listen, I take
It's like she hasn't eaten all week.
plate
Full
was
mouth. She's like,
stacked.
I don't care. It's
Guys,
on.
guys,
I take,
enough.
I take my time. I eat slow because I find I.
And that's
I
not
take- I like
acting,
to take my
folks.
time. No, God, no.
She's not acting when she said she likes this food. This is
Yeah.
not.
No, but I'm
like
like
the TV.
overwhelmed, but in a good way with all this food. Like, oh my God, I never had this much food. Like,
And we haven't even had dessert yet.
yeah, well, we kind of did.
We kind
Oh
of
yeah,
did.
the
Kinda
girls
did.
did
Oh, the
get
girls
it.
did before they
we
started.
jumped
Well, let's talk.
ahead.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
the special
the
person.
yes.
that
Let's
made
talk
those.
about the dessert.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even make the show. They didn't even write.
Yeah, exactly.
She pulled a Brian if I've ever seen one before. Okay.
Listen, I'm Brazilian. Mike shows up with a bag of Brazilian treats. The only thing to do is for me to open
Get
them
right in
and
there.
eat them.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself. I was like, I see brigadeiro and I'm not gonna not eat it.
The voice,
Yeah.
the
I had
Sierra
to.
rolls
Yeah.
off her tongue.
She's
Yeah.
Brazilian.
I had to eat it and it was absolutely delicious. So what is the name of her place again?
Amarepa's Kitchen.
Delicious.
You're probably gonna say it. I probably.
Yeah, let's go see what's left.
I
All I
had.
know is she saw the bag. She's like, "You guys don't want any of this." You know,
No.
she
Oh,
she
yeah,
tried
no,
to pull a
I told-
Jedi thing on us. You know,
I told
You
the
don't
boys
want
that
any
it's
of this.
really
Oh my
bad.
God.
All right, Mike.
Look at
Let's
this.
see what we got
we
there.
tried like their like fondant balls. What is it called?
So it's called
Dog balls.
brigadeiro. Here, this
Brigadeiro.
is brigadeiro right over here. So
that.
it's basically the way to make brigadeiro. So it's chocolate fudgy balls, basically. It's condensed milk and chocolate sauce / powder, and you just cook, and mix.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Brian, stay away from my balls.
My sweaty balls.
My sweaty balls.
on my drums again, Mike.
Kayla's so old school. I love it. Yes.
I was raised right. I'm
What
telling
did you do on my drums? I was watching Cops.
Oh, that's great. Wow, that looks
That's good.
fantastic. Okay, I will have to
It's
try
so
that
good.
later. I will have to try
Yeah,
that later.
she does a lot of creative and delicious stuff. Amarepa's Kitchen. It's where Baby Cakes used to be on Beale Street. And,
Beale Street and Hingham. Okay. That's,
no.
That's Wollaston.
Beale Street, yeah.
Wollaston, yeah.
But yeah, she does a great job. She's moving into food now. She's doing lunch sandwiches with the homemade focaccia bread, and she's doing.
She'll be making coxinhas.
Yeah, she is. She is already. Yeah. So those again.
Coconut.
Yeah, the light's a little bright right
Sorry,
there.
but-
That's
It's
okay.
a-
Oh,
it's
that's
a-
a good shot.
Chocolate.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
This
gosh.
is the best food in the world. I love Brazilian food.
Okay.
She's like,
I think this girl is going for my spot on this show. That's what I
no,
think.
she's taking
Oh, I'd much rather look at her than you,
You know,
Brian.
I know. It's
Any day.
I mean, she,
Beat it.
oh my
my
God,
God.
she's gorgeous. You're so
Thank you.
Something is definitely afoot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have
Well,
to have this.
Once the
I will.
camera goes
Shall.
dark, you just
Yeah,
walk out,
exactly.
just go.
Well, you guys are having a great time over there. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying watching you have a great
Thriving.
time.
What
I
is
had
that-
I had
what
a
is that
small
big
slice of the
chocolate thing right
alumni
there?
So
pizza.
I think this is Brigadeiro cake. I think.
Let's
right?
see what you got
Yes.
there, Mike.
Brigadier Cake.
Oh.
She's like, well, let me
Emmanuelle's
show. I
become
don't
our-
think
Oh my
I'm a
God.
better hand model than you.
You get all the pizza
She's-
and the chicken.
Yeah.
You're not getting any
There's
treats.
no dessert. It's not
No,
happening.
it's just,
Give me this.
it's just us.
It's
She
a
just
treat.
pulled a
It's
grasshopper on
brigadeiro
me. She's like,
cake.
snatch the package from my hand. It was
Get
snatched away.
Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Nothing.
You see that? I got to study like
You can look at it.
food karate over here tonight. I need food karate skills, you know? Wah, 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 wah.
I'm loving this.
And you lost.
Oh yeah.
No, this is like, they're loving it. I'm having a heart attack over here.
Brian has been
I
out.
gotta get back into my martial arts
Brian
days
has
over
been
here.
out. Brian.
You can have
I know.
chocolate covered pretzel.
No, I'll say those. I'll see those too.
Well, I'm gonna hide these over here right now. These are lovely chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh, those
Look
are
at that.
Those are nicely packaged.
Do they make my head look fat?
does,
You need no help with that department, Brian.
So where do these come from?
Same place, Amarepa's Kitchen. So she does chocolate covered pretzels and cookies and fruit and all that type of stuff. A lot of gift box stuff. So
are they green for St. Patty's Day?
yeah, these are specifically. She had,
Yeah.
Valentine's.
She put a little St. Patty's Day in her pretzel.
Padre.
Oh, that's
great.
nice. That's nicely decorated.
It's totally great.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna take a bite.
Of course you are.
It might be minty. I don't know.
Is it? Yeah, I want to know if that's minty. No, but
Hit
it's
the nail on the head.
Oh my god!
Is it? Oh, it is
I
minty.
want one.
Okay,
I called
wow.
it. It's a
I want
minty
one.
chocolate.
Oh,
He's like, I got them. You don't get them.
You get nothing.
Yeah, you send
share.
those down.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass them down.
Wow,
Oh my
that's a
goodness.
little
Down,
treat
pass
after
it around.
dinner.
Again, I
Yeah,
probably
these are-
won't get a
these
bite
are
of
good
that.
for
That's
Easter,
okay.
Easter,
too.
yeah, those are
These are
perfect
very
for Easter.
Eastery.
Well, I knew these two down the end. They're gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
trouble
those are
tonight.
probably
I already
for
knew.
Easter too. Yeah.
That's why I put the ladies on one side and the men on the other.
Well,
Oh my god.
Even in the video here, we're on one side, they're on the other.
gotta keep them separated.
This is so good.
Donna.
Divide by
Yeah,
gender
she does a
tonight.
really good job.
Well, guys, we're kind of getting towards the end here and wrapping up.
Oh.
It's been a great time. I want to thank you guys for coming down tonight, especially on a rainy night like this. The real rain isn't coming till later, so we're good.
I
But
love a rainy night.
yeah, I mean, in a rainy night like this, having a good time, eating some food, and enjoying life. That's what it's all about. So don't forget Quincy Eats. Let's go show their website once more, Mike's website one more time. So I'm assuming you can find all the restaurants you want on here. It gives you the instructions, how it works, search, choose, play, and enjoy. That's great. I love that.
That needs a little updating.
Well, that's okay. As long as it does what it's supposed to do, Mike. Late night at the office, hungry. Well, that's Brian every night. Okay, so that's good. Cooking gone wrong. I love this. And this is, of course, Madre Osteria and Bar there, and the brunch coming up on March 23rd. That's awesome. So go check that out. That's right on the Milton Lower Mills line. And
drinks.
And drinks.
Get brunch. You want to go out with
That's
the ladies,
right.
talk about what happened last night or what didn't happen.
That's right. Definitely.
We'll be there.
You'll be there. So again, thank you, Emanuelle, for coming down, and Chef Fernando, was it?
Yes,
Yes,
Chef
and
Fernando.
Chef Fernando for making the food, and Mike for going to all these different restaurants and for them supplying us with some great entertainment as well as food tonight. I'll enjoy the food probably after the cameras are over. Thank you, Kayla, for coming down in the storm. Thank your mother too for coming by as well.
Call your mother to come in. We need
Yeah,
backup.
she needs to have. Yeah, we need to bring her out something.
Back up.
She's been such a saint every time. And Brian, Brian.
whatever.
Brian's here all the time anyway.
He likes to linger.
I love Brian. He's always there when you need him, especially when there's food on the table. Okay, there you go. I think Brian's going to take a big sigh.
I think I
after-
need to go on fatcation after this.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't need to eat tomorrow. You know those nights when you have like a real good food and then you wake up and you're like, I don't need breakfast.
There you go. All right, folks. That's it for us. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And Funwood Food will be back again in April. Good night. But we'll be back again next week with a Performer Radio Show. Bye-bye.